You cheeky bastard. Now you know how powerful I really am.
Be water, my friend.
Kiss my Converse.
On guard. I'll let you try my Wu-Tang style.
You don't even know the basic technique of Kung Fu.
Lone Wolf and Cub. Cantonen Iron Kung Fu is a 1979 martial arts movie directed by Li Chu and stars the bearded one, Bryan Leung, as Leung Kwang, more popularly referred to as Iron Bridge 3, one of the legendary 10 Tigers of Cantonen. This film serves as a bit of an origin story that delineates how our main character earned his moniker and learned his martial skill. Our story begins with Leung Kwang, who is a coolie.
What did you say?
Which is defined as a laborer who carries heavy loads at a shipping company. Leung Kwang is liked and well respected, and when he's not offloading giant bags of rice, he is gambling and hanging out with his friends. This comes to an end when a local thief and troublemaker causes a stir that draws our hero and a vegetable handler into a conflict. To settle their fight, the thief suggests one of the dumbest ways to settle a fight ever. The thief, who I will now call Iron Egg, proposes that Leung Kwang and the vegetable guy both fight two men at the end of town. The two men are skilled martial artists with differing styles that are accepting challenges from anyone. But here's the catch. Whichever of the two beats one of the masters, that guy is declared the winner, and the beef is settled.
What?
So off they go to the edge of town. The two engage in the challenges offered by the experts. One is a bag lift challenge using a pole. The other is a cup smash using the 7-section whip. Both Leung Kwang and the vegetable handler win their contest and consider the matter a draw. Now all is well, and the group go and have a meal and have some fun together. Enter some interesting characters that may or may not be important to the story. First, there's Mr. Chow, played menacingly by Ma Ching-ku. Then there's the kind and thoughtful Master Lin, who owns a competing company and wants Quan to jump ship and come work for him. Leung Kwang politely declines just before the butcher's wife shows up and busts up the gathering. New to town and looking for work is Ye Chai. He is unsuccessful at Leung Kwang's dock, but manages to get hired by Master Lin's place of business. More on him later. Now to the plot. There is this faceless businessman who for 5 years wanted control of all the shipping in and out of town, but is unable to do so due to his competition, Master Lin. The businessman's henchman just so happens to be Mr. Chow, and he orders Chow to get rid of him. So Chow sets up a booth at one end of town and announces that he is taking over, and if anyone wishes to challenge him, they can step up. This enrages several people in the town, including some of Leung Kwang's friends. Things don't go well for the good folks of Canton, as every challenger gets their butt handed to them, including some of Leung Kwang's buddies, starting with the vegetable handler, Hao Yu. Hao Yu is beaten badly and is apparently dying. Hearing the news, Master Lin and Leung Kwang arrive at his home, and when Leung Kwang sees his newfound friend's condition, he immediately wants to get revenge. Master Lin asks him to step outside so they can talk, and it is here that we learn that Master Lin actually knows Kung Fu. Master Lin tests Kwan's skills, which are mid, and tells him he's not good enough to challenge Killer Chow, but he goes off anyway. Leung Kwang arrives at Killer Chow's encampment, and the two engage in some unpleasantries before they exchange fists. You know, tussle, throw down, fight. Leung Kwang is not doing too bad at first before Chow starts to get the best of him. Thank Buddha for Master Lin, who interjects at just the right time. He apologizes for Quan and got him the hell up out of there. They return to Hao Yu, who now has died. So a grief-stricken Leung Kwang drops to his knees and begs Master Lin to teach him Kung Fu, and he agrees. Master Lin begins to teach his new student the Hung style, or as is commonly referred to as Hung Ga, a southern Chinese boxing style that involves strong hand techniques such as the bridge hand and tiger claw. This is where my childhood memory kicks in through a couple of slick visuals during Leung Kwang's training. Meanwhile, the undercover boss and Killer Chow seek to draw out Ye Chai by continuing to challenge people near the edge of town. It seems that Ye Chai has been on the trail of this corrupt merchant who did some dirt in the past, which is why he changed his identity and has been laying low in Canton. Their hope is that he will reveal himself and they can get rid of him once and for all. But first things first, gotta take care of Master Lin, who intervened in Lin Kuang's fight and is a major shipping competitor, so they have a built-in excuse to execute him. So, Lin Kuang's training continues, and he makes some real progress, but before he can complete his training, many of his friends, including Fatso, the young thief, and Master Lin are all assassinated. So, Lin Kuang seeks a rematch with Killer Chow, then he completes his training, and then sets out to help Ye Chai capture the mysterious boss in an epic showdown. Cantonen Iron Kung Fu is an okay film, and you certainly can watch films that utilize Bryan Leung in more creative ways. It's no secret that Beardy did not receive formal martial arts training, but his acting and mimicry provide him with enough to give him some great performances, and you can see glimpses of it here in this early film. I must admit, this was my first experience ever watching a Bryan Leung film as a young man. I was taken in by this movie, especially due to the visuals during the training sequences and the cool sound effects towards the end of the film. The story is a bit weak and can be confusing. In fact, I had to rewatch this movie twice before writing this review. There are quite a few characters that are what I consider to be wasteful and sucking up valuable minutes, such as the experts in the beginning of the film, the thief, the henpecked butcher and his overbearing wife. Also, there are some constant switching of names that can throw viewers off, such as the stranger from out of town at first being called T-Pew Chin, but by the end of the movie, his name had been changed to Ye Chai. Not sure why. And there is the most peculiar thing that I picked up towards the end of the movie. Let's see if you can pick up what that is.
He left me a letter to give you.
Where is it?
It's gone. It's lost. He said it was important.
Did he say anything to you?
No. Just gave the letter. Was all.
Let's go to town.
You guessed it, the theme song of one of our favorite Kryptonians. I couldn't believe it. Now those are just a few of my gripes. The positives are the fight scenes towards the end of the movie and some of the main characters. But the real draw is Bryan Leung, Ma Ching-ku, and the reveal of who the mysterious boss is. Spoilers, it's Philip Ko, and he is an absolute badass in his limited role, and he makes good use of every minute with his bone technique, Eagle's Claw, and his hard soft style, Tai Chi. And those sound effects that are applied to the various techniques are pretty cool.
Style? Right. My own Iron Bridge style.
Overall, it's an okay kung fu flick with the new digital remastering giving us hope that more of these classic films will get upgrades and become more readily available to the masses. So it's worth a watch. 6 kicks is what I'll give this one. Well, that's all for now. Tell us how you feel about Cantonen Iron Kung Fu. Is it a 6? Comment below and let us know. And please, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell for more great content. This is your boy, OG Ant, signing off. Peace and a bottle of hair grease, fam.